What's up, Diabetes family, and welcome back to another edition of Diabetes Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing one of my favorite meal preps. This meal prep is near and dear to my heart because it is easy to make and it is cost efficient. It has sweet potatoes, it has quinoa, and it has kale, all the healthy nutrition that you need. So sit back, relax, and let's get to the video. So first, we're going to add 2 cups of quinoa. Now, when I make my dishes on purpose. You know what I mean? There is reasons for me to make this dish. I don't just throw ingredients together and just wham, there it is. Now, let's take quinoa for instance. Quinoa is a great source of protein. It contains 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein source. So once I have the quinoa, the 2 cups of quinoa, I'm going to add it to my Instapot. Now, once we have the quinoa in the pot, we're going to add 3.5 cups of water. And now for the flavor, we're going to add 1 cube of vegetable bouillon. You can do 2 cubes if you like, but I'm doing only 1 cube. Usually I would put this in warm water and let it dissolve, but you know, we make mistakes sometimes, so I'm just crushing it up with my hands. I don't suggest you do this at home, but it is what it is. We do what we do. So now we're going to give it a mix and make sure everything is nicely infused in the Instapot. We're going to close our Instapot up, make sure it's locked and safe. And then we're going to set our settings to rice and grain, then hit quinoa, hit the select button, and then we are going to hit start. While the quinoa is cooking, we're going to get started with our sweet potatoes. Now, you can usually do 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes, but I'm going to only do 1 medium-sized sweet potatoes. But before we get into that, we're going to make sure it is nice and washed. And oh yeah, make sure your knife is nicely sharp because it is so tough to cut through raw sweet potatoes. Trust me on that one. Now with that medium sweet potato, we're going to split it in half, and then also we're going to cut it vertically. We're going to make sure we make medium-sized cubes. Now let me give you a little game about these sweet potatoes. A lot of people don't know this information, so you heard it first from Diabetes Kitchen. Sweet potatoes are a great source of fiber which can help maintain healthy digestion and prevent constipation. 1 medium-sized sweet potato contains about 4 grams of fiber, which is good. We need to, get our fiber intake up. You feel me, ladies and gentlemen? So real quick, let me give you one other quick nugget. Sweet potatoes are also rich in vitamin A, which is important for maintaining healthy eyesight, skin, and immune system function. So now we got that out of the way, let's add these sweet potatoes to a baking sheet, a medium-sized baking sheet at that. And while we add those in, we're just going to cut our other half of the sweet potato. Shouldn't take us long at all, but y'all get the gist of it. Now, if you guys made it this far and you are feeling the content, make sure you guys hit a like and you subscribe. It would really help me out and push my videos out there. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Also, if meal prepping is really not your thing, make sure you follow this channel because I will help you get on the right track when it comes to meal prep. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to lightly add our olive oil. If you have grapeseed oil, that is cool too, but make sure you oil up your sweet potatoes, especially if we're going to put them in the oven. And then we're going to add our garlic herb seasoning. Now this is a blend that I currently like to use on this particular recipe because you get the saltiness from the garlic herb seasoning, and then you're also getting the sweetness from the sweet potatoes. So it kind of helps with eating these sweet potatoes. I know some people just don't like to eat them just like that. And then once we have the mixture all together, we're going to mix it and make sure everything is nicely infused. Now, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is the fun part. This is playtime when we in the kitchen. Being in the kitchen doesn't mean you have to be serious all the time. Well, let's go to the next step, which is preparing our chickpeas. Now, I told you throughout the whole step, I was going to give you some health facts. And the health facts on the chickpeas are very interesting. That will blow your mind. Chickpeas are a great source of plant-based protein, which is important for building and repairing tissues in the body. Also, it is high in fiber, which can promote digestive health, reducing the risk of heart disease, and it helps to regulate blood sugar levels. Now, just like the sweet potatoes, we are going to season these chickpeas up right. We're going to use some smoked paprika. This is going to give it a nice color. On top of that, it's going to give it a nice smoky flavor as well. I didn't want it to taste exactly like the sweet potatoes, so I added the smoky paprika, and then I added my herb blend. Now with the chickpeas, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna mix everything, make sure everything is nicely infused, so that way, gotta get our hands dirty just a little bit, spread everything out, and of course, play with your food. Why not, right? Okay, so now that we have the sweet potatoes and the chickpeas, we're gonna put it in the oven on 350 for 25 minutes. Or here's a trick, just take a toothpick, stick it into the sweet potatoes, and if it's soft, it's ready. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done with this meal prep, and I haven't even broken a sweat yet. This is how easy and simple this meal prep is. So as the sweet potatoes and chickpeas are in the oven, our quinoa is done. It looks beautiful, it looks fluffy, it is ready to go. So I like to give it a nice mix, make sure, it's nice and airy in there. And then once that is done, I'm going to take it out of the Instapot, set it off to the side, and let it cool down. Now let's start with this kale. You know what I'm saying? I got the smooth jams playing, so let me get my Barry White voice going on. You feel me? Now with the kale, in order to get rid of the bitterness, what we're going to do is we're going to take or cut that vein out. That vein is super bittery. You know what I'm saying? So once we cut that out, it's going to get rid of that bitter taste. And I think that's why people kind of shy away from kale. But since we're on the subject of kale, let me give you some of these facts about kale. You know what I'm saying? Kale is packed with vitamins and minerals such as vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin A, calcium, and potassium. And this one is for you inflamed folks out here. You know what I'm saying? Kale contains several anti-inflammatory compounds, including omega-3 fatty acids, which can help reduce inflammation in the body. You know what I'm saying? So eat your kale, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this bowl is so packed with so much nutrients. And this is why you need to do this meal prep. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to massage our kale. Give it a real good massage. Hinting, that's why I got the music playing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the mood to massage your kale. You feel me? No, but I'm just playing. But anyways, massaging it actually breaks it up and makes it a softer bite. So there's meaning to what I'm doing. Now, after I give it a massage, I'm gonna just take my knife and just, cut it up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just little rough chops. And voila, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with that portion of the meal prep. And really, we're done with the whole portions of the meal prep. Now, it's time to plate, ladies and gentlemen. Let's plate. This is my favorite part because you know your boy got to do a nice little taste test. And you know the presentation got to be on point. You feel me? So, you know, I had to do my little bourgeoisie, quinoa in the cup so I can get that dome action.
That's what she said.
But anyways, I'm going to add my kale. So ladies and gentlemen, while I'm plating this, let me just go ahead and just give you guys a brief summary on why I do what I do. This bowl is not just something that you eat. This bowl is going to provide you health. I gave you the health facts in the beginning, and what you do with that information is all up to you. Now, I'd like to take the time and thank each and every one of you for taking the time and watching this video. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but today you decided to be right here with me. And for that, I thank you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you know every time I drop a video. And I'm out this. Peace.